coming again saying that no, we don't want to go with this. It's the bowler knows the best whether he touched the ball or not. And it's Shakib who denied the appeal.
Going to be an interesting decision. Coach looking on in anticipation regarding that final decision. Just making 100% sure on where that there you see, just going through. Not 100% sure this occasion whether it had got a touch to that. Well, I think the right decision has been made. It was Shakib Al Hasan who initially said that he hadn't touched it, and now after having a proper look with all the angles available, it seemed as if as the ball had just gone between his two hands, and now after having a proper look and it went on available, it seemed as if as the ball had just gone between his two hands. It's been the sporting attitude of Shakib in saying that he hadn't touched, but they had to go through the process to the third umpire to ensure that the right decision was taken. He will relieve that, but they had to go through the process to the third umpire to ensure that pause and play always lapse in concentration. What we talked about for to refocus. Pause and play well to build up the spark. They've gone out of 50 now. What we talked about for to refocus.
That was a very good decision before going upstairs. I'm the one who will make the decision whether you go upstairs or not. That was a very good decision before going upstairs. I'm the one who will make the decision whether you go upstairs or not. That was a very
নতুন একটা সেলাই মেশিন কিনছি, তাই বিকাশ অ্যাপ দিয়ে আইডিএলসিতে টাকা জমাচ্ছি নিরাপদে।
চোখ থাকলে কি সবাই দেখতে পায়? ওই এতটুকুর জন্য এতটুকুতেই শুরু হয় আর শুরুতেই শেষ করতে হয়। নিন, হাত চোখ চাইলে কি সবাই দেখতে পায়? ওই এতটুকুর মধ্যে এতটুকুতেই শুরু হয় আর শুরুতেই শেষ করতে হয়। নিন, হাত চোখ চাইলে কি সবাই দেখতে পায়? ওই এতটুকুর মধ্যে এতটুকুতেই শুরু হয় আর শুরুতেই শেষ করতে হয়। নিন, হাত চোখ চাইলে কি সবাই দেখতে পায়? এতটুকুতেই শুরু হয় আর শুরুতেই শেষ করতে হয়। নিন, হাত চোখ চাইলে কি সবাই দেখতে পায়? এতটুকুতেই শুরু হয় আর শুরুতেই শেষ করতে হয়। নিন, হাত চোখ চাইলে কি সবাই
into the 18th over. But it would have excitement with the previous over, kept it short. If he went through it, might have gone straight to hands. It will be decisive with the previous over, just kept that momentum going. If he went the required run rate up to 6.76 now. It will be decisive with the previous over. With charge accurate bowling, it won't be easy for the batters to score more the big runs now. It requires at least boundary every other over. Bowling, it won't be easy for the batters really got to move on. Building up the innings, good innings from Ramachandran, 36, Najibullah with 30, and Kaz really got to move on, play the big shots, use the long handle. Good innings from Ramachandran, 36, Najibullah at the moment, as you heard from behind the stumps, Mr. saying shots, use the long handle, happy with what Mirage is delivering at the moment. Mirage is the leg to allow to rock back. Scampering through for the second one.
This one is going along pretty well. 54 of 52 balls. 41 of the last 30 balls between these two. It's going along. They need to build up this partnership. They need to go on for another 10, 15 or maybe 20 overs. We're seeing African Mirage doing the trick in the first ODI. They need to build up this partnership. They need to go on for another 10, 15 or maybe 20 overs. We're seeing African Mirage doing the trick in the first ODI.
And then you have your value for your shots in the complete zone for the backers. Once it spots the 130 circles, really speeds up, and then you put it in the gaps. In the one in the knot, you get a chance of getting to the back. 130 circles, really speeds up, and then you put it in the gaps. Is right. One in the knot, you 89 chance of getting to the back.
জানো টেপ স্কিনসেল আমাদের আসল উজ্জ্বলতা ঠেকে দেয়। টেপ টেস্ট করলে বুঝতে পারবে। দেখলি আসল উজ্জ্বলতা লুকিয়ে ছিল। জানো টেপ স্কিনসেল আমাদের আসল উজ্জ্বলতা ঠেকে দেয়। ফেস ওয়াশ এর ভিটামিন বি যুক্ত ফর্মুলা টেপ স্কিনসেল করে আসল উজ্জ্বলতা লুকিয়ে দেখিয়ে দাও আসল উজ্জ্বলতা। পন্ডস ব্রাইট ফেস ওয়াশ এর ভিটামিন বি যুক্ত ফর্মুলা টেপ স্কিনসেল আসল উজ্জ্বলতা দেখিয়ে দাও আসল উজ্জ্বলতা। পন্ডস ব্রাইট ফেস ওয়াশ এর ভিটামিন বি যুক্ত ফর্মুলা
It's this fourth partnership of Afghanistan. 55 and 54. There will be a change in the bowling. This fourth partnership from the Bolton end. Mustafa Rahman now coming for a second over. There will be a change in the bowling. Started off the innings, was taken off immediately, but now he's got the fourth Rahman now. One of the two that's being used will be a little more easier to the innings, was taken off immediately, but now he's got now. One of the two that's being used will be the abrasive nature of the wings. Easier to the innings, was taken off the seam. Expect more grip with his cutters. One of the two that's being used will be the abrasive nature of the wings.
Expect more grip with his cutters. In the very first over that he bowled, with the field set there, Mustafa is over 9 runs. In the very first over that he bowled, the point there as well, with the field set 2 fielders on the onside, cutters. In the very first over that he bowled, the point there as well, with the field set 2 fielders on the onside.
Yes, that's what the skipper has brought in. Mustafa is for, because you need to break this partnership. You want your main strike bowler to come in and do it. Almost Mustafa to that, because you need to break this partnership.
He should bring up the field that
main strike bowler to come in and do it. Almost
purely looking for the wicket here. Tamim Iqbal and Mustafa Rahman. He should bring up the field that bring in the fielder in the catching position, create a bit. Purely looking for the wicket here. Tamim Iqbal and Mustafa Rahman. He should bring up the field that bring in the fielder in the catching position, create a bit.
All he could do is put a dip at just accuracy. Very different from the first over that he bowled, and that's all he was put a dip. Mustafa Rahman bowls within himself, different from the first over that he shoulder into it, or make those wrists too supple for bowls within himself, can be at your face, too much shoulder into it, or make those wrists too supple for bowls within himself, can be at your face, too much shoulder into it. That's short, and that's slapped away with disdain. Excellent shot. Gets him 4 runs.
That's a cracking shot by Najibullah Razak. Yes, it was a big shot.
Excellent shot.
Outside the off-stump, big offer, but he left onto it. Look at the swing of the bat. Najibullah onto it in a slash. Yes, it was a big shot. It races towards the fence. Big offer, but he left onto it.
Difference with that delivery game, with those wrists, is just trying to get the ball cut instead of actually getting it in the area he was aiming for. With those wrists, just trying to, and the width was also offered instead of actually getting it in the area he was aiming for. With those wrists, just trying to, and the width was also offered instead of.
It's a much better leg from Mustafa Rahman. Needs to bowl a little fuller. We have already seen missed out that outside edge. It's a much the first ball of the over, and then need to bowl a lift short pitch delivery outside the off stump. We have already seen missed out need to bowl a bit fuller to get something out of the pitch, and then need to bowl a lift short pitch delivery outside the off stump. We have already seen missed out need to bowl a bit fuller
to pounce on the bowling.
to get something out of the pitch, and then need to bowl a lift short pitch
Will passive at the moment, the skipper to pounce too wide. Going to be signalled wide. Is just losing it. Trying to do something different. At point of delivery in the process too wide. Going to slow it down. It was a much slower delivery. Just losing it. The direction was different. At point of delivery in the process
yes, it was an attempted shot at the ball kept in at the last moment. But the line belongs to the umpire. It was an attempted shot.
Two occasions it's tried to go in the cutter. Both occasions it's been wide. Once been put away to the boundary. Once signalled wide. Occasions it's tried to go in the cutter. Both occasions it's been wide. Just tapped back on the length to the boundary. Once didn't try to hit it too hard. Guided it to it nicely. And despite that effort, the ball's gone to the boundary. It has been a big over. 10 runs coming too hard. Guided it to it nicely. And despite that effort,
কিছু সম্পর্কে মিষ্টি ম্যাজিক ঘুরিয়ে দেয় দূরত্বের মেলায় ঠিক যেমন দুধার চকলেটে এক একা হয়ে ওঠা প্রাণ কিছু সম্পর্কে মিষ্টি ম্যাজিক ঘুরিয়ে দেয় দূরত্বের মেলায় ঠিক যেমন দুধার চকলেটে এক একা হয়ে ওঠা
নতুন একটা সেলাই মেশিন তাই গোটা সাত দিয়ে আইডিএলসিতে টাকা জমার নতুন একটা সেলাই মেশিন তাই গোটা সাত দিয়ে আইডিএলসিতে টাকা জমার নতুন একটা সেলাই মেশিন তাই গোটা সাত দিয়ে আইডিএলসিতে টাকা জমার
Is the natural light slowly receding, replaced by the artificial light of the floodlights up here at the Zora Amateur Stage. The natural light slowly receding, replaced by the artificial light. To break this spark, the floodlights up here at the Zora Amateur Stage. 65, 61. The ball within Ramacha and Najib Lazar to break this spark, the floodlights up looking quite a Benjamin Rice on 65. Just the wicket here and there. Ramacha and Najib Lazar Pride's head. Looking quite a Benjamin Rice on 65. Just the wicket here and there. Maybe Hassan Miraj has gone for a few runs. Normally quite parsimonious with his economy. Maybe Hassan Miraj has gone for a few runs. Normally quite parsimonious. A little wayward today with his economy. Maybe Hassan Miraj has 24 of the 3 overs that hit. Normally quite parsimonious. A little wayward today so far. Maybe Hassan Miraj has 24 of the 3 overs that hit.
Gone for 24 runs from his first 6 ODI. Bit of expensive today so far. Gone for 24 runs from his first 6 ODI. Bit of expensive
very, very quickly
today so far.
That's a good comparison. We say cricket is a great leveler as we see this very good and very, very quickly in the field. That's a good comparison. We say cricket is a great leveler as we see this touch that away for a single. 10 overs, maybe didn't get a wicket, but he kept that pressure up in the first ODI, giving away 28 runs as you mentioned. Today, 10 overs, maybe didn't get a wicket, but he kept that pressure up in the first ODI, giving away 28 runs as you mentioned. Today,
The second 50 comes of 39 balls for the start to accelerate.
Using the edge for once, Media's underwriters just managed to breach the defenses using the edge of the batter. For once, Media's underwriters just managed to breach the defenses using the edge of the batter. For once, the ball to the too close to his body to really free his arms, go for a big shot.
Been a very good over so far from Medias, and Virat just gave away 2 runs of the over. They need to bowl those dot balls to create that pressure. Been a very good over so far from Medias, and Virat just gave away 2 runs of the over.
go for a big
You
shot.
need to bowl those dot balls to create that pressure. Very good over spot
And he just runs as he plays the shot into the deep. 3 runs from that over 20 have been completed. It's 102 for 3. Just runs as he plays
এই
the
জন্য
shot
আপনারা
into the
আমাকে ভোট দিন
3 runs from that over 20 have been completed. It's 102 for 3. Just runs as he
সামলাবো
plays
এই
the
জন্য
shot.
আপনারা আমাকে ভোট দিন
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলায় যা গরম হোক কিংবা ঘাম এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
আমি সামলাবো
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলায় যা গরম হোক কিংবা ঘাম এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
আমি সামলাবো
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলায় যা গরম হোক কিংবা ঘাম এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
আমি সামলাবো
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলায় যা গরম হোক কিংবা ঘাম এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা
You see the sun sitting down Bay of Bengal. But this partnership is looking very good. Some bright performances. This form, especially the two batters in form better. Some bright 68 of 68 performances. They've been very good. Yes, especially the two for the opportunity. Shuriful Islam 68 of 68. That's good. They've been very good. I think it was Najibul Zakran at long opportunity. Shuriful Islam. Both these batters have looked good. Ramat Shah on strike. I think it was Najibul Zakran and opportunity. Shuriful Islam. As I said earlier, I think this is an strike. Very good batting surface. And Pervez Mahroof is right next to me. And together, this kind of partnership. So you put yourself in this good momentum. Pervez Mahroof is right next to me. Long way off. Still required 29.4 overs. But still want to see some momentum. Pervez Mahroof is right next to me. Long way off. Still required to the left of the screen. But still want to see Chairman Cricket Operation, CEO of Bangladesh Cricket Board to the right. Chairman to the left of the screen. But this has been a good partnership operation. CEO of Bangladesh Cricket Board to the right.
The merits. Ramat Shah and Najibul Zakran.
But this has been a good
The minimum of risk is timing it. And Mustafir is someone that Ramat Shah bowled so well for Bangladesh over a period of a time. With a new ball, with the older ball, bowling his cutters. And Mustafir to show our viewers how difficult it is to pick Bangladesh over a period of a time. With a new ball, when it comes to his cutters and the seam up. The seam up, yes, our viewers quite a bit of difficult it is to come up with. But when it comes to the cutters, probably for me, best in the world. Quite a bit of seam up delivery to come up with. Conventional seam up, there is behind the ball. A good position, best in the world. Look at this leg cut off. Seam up delivery, the amount of record conventional seam up to this big visible behind the ball. A good position, best in the world. Look amount of reps he puts in, just like the leg conventional seam up to this big, it is a real rip into the pitch. Same position, amount of conventional puts in there, just like and it goes to this big, from 380 degrees to the merge. Same position, the pass of most of the time the ball just like and how many times you have seen right hand from play towards degrees to the merge, you could be leading it short to cover mid off. Most of the men's ball you see and how many purely got suppleness of the wrist. Mid you could be leading it game left hand and lets a mid shot. I'm pretty sure for the right hand is purely got suppleness of the wrist to play game turn and get the game towards extra cover shot or the mid off. I'm pretty sure for the right hand is purely got suppleness of the wrist.
It's all in the wrist, isn't it? Pervez Mahroof, that's what he just mentioned. And it takes the wrist control. Pervez Mahroof, that's what he just mentioned. It's not easy, isn't it? It's a difficult art to master, and he's been the master. It is in terms of cutters, he's feeling that maybe just down the leg side, and he's been the master. It is in terms of cutters, and he's still not big over. Maybe just down the leg side, and he's been the master. It is 104 and he's still not big over. Maybe just down the leg side, and he's been the master. 104 and he's still not big over. Maybe just down the leg side, and he's been the master. 104 and he's still not big over. Maybe just down the leg side, and he's been the master. 104 and he's still not big over. 104 for 3. It's 105 for 3. Correction. Right, a couple of good overs. First it was almost 5 for 3. Correction backed up by Mustafizur Rahman. So they need to continue and build a little bit pressure. Because this partnership is looking very good for Afghanistan. Correction backed up just like the Rahman. So they need to continue and build a little bit pressure. Because this partnership is looking very good. Once you start to produce those top deliveries, then just like the Rahman, so they need to continue and build a little bit pressure. Need to take this list up. What we do not use play those top deliveries, then just like the Rahman, so they need to continue and record run rate for the very first time has gone up. What we do not use play those top deliveries, then just like the Rahman, so they need to
It's played by Rahman Shah.
record run rate for the very first time has gone
But
up.
Media San does really well. And also finishing up on the subject of Mustafiz. Asabad, how good he is a wrist. But Media San does really well. And also finishing up on something. I don't think any Mustafiz do that. 180 degrees such a wrist just going across the wrist. But Media San does really something that is beyond good as far as I'm concerned. Mustafiz do that. 180 degrees such a wrist just going across the wrist. Trying to hit his legs. Something that is beyond good as far as I'm concerned. Mustafiz do that. Free his arms.
And you're talking about a seam. You're not just talking about a spin.
Something that is beyond good as far as I'm concerned.
And he's been doing it for a long time. And you talk about a seam. That's why he has been looking on his wrist. But this is a surface certainly looking very good for a long time. And the both the batters have now he has been looking on his wrist. But this is a surface certainly looking very good for the top of the key that the ball has been a lovely one. Brilliant. Shoriful Islam has done wonderfully well off the top of the key.
Remember, that was a fast bowler who dived that fast. Knowledge by the field that Sweeper Power. Look at this for effort. Remember, that was a fast bowler towards his right side. And look at that effort. That's what you want. That Sweeper Power is bowling to India San. Exploding from his bowling end as well. It was brilliant. And look at that effort. That's what you want. That Sweeper Power is
But this is what uplifts the team, doesn't it? A really good feeling.
It was brilliant.
Guilty of dropping a catch earlier, but that was a this is what uplifts the team, doesn't it? 109 for 3 feeling.
রং আর সাদান্তে বসুন্ধরা কিচ্ছু করতে হয় না।
রং আর স্বাদ দেয় প্রকৃতি তার আপন খেয়াল আমার কৃষকেরা পরম যত্ন
রং
করে
আর
প্রকৃতির
সাদান্তে
পৃষ্ঠপোষক
বসুন্ধরা কিচ্ছু করতে হয় না।
রং আর স্বাদ দেয় প্রকৃতি তার আপন খেয়াল আমার কৃষকেরা পরম যত্ন
রং
করে
আর
প্রকৃতির
সাদান্তে
পৃষ্ঠপোষক
বসুন্ধরা কিচ্ছু করতে হয় না।
রং আর স্বাদ দেয় প্রকৃতি
বসুন্ধরাই আমাকে দেয় প্রকৃতির রং আর স্বাদে ভরা সাদা এক অনন্য গুঁড়া মশলা।
বসুন্ধরা গুঁড়া মশলা প্রকৃতি হতে আপনার হাতে।
Thanks to that brilliant 186 from Mushfiq Rahim, partnership of 202, ensuring that Bangladesh get across 300. 306 for 4 in reply. Afghanistan 109 for 3 years ago. And a good partnership in the making for Afghanistan. Still 198 of 28 overs. And you do get set, then you need to repeat what Liton and Mushfiqur did for Bangladesh. There's your man, Parvez. He'll be eyeing to pick up a wicket, try to break this partnership. It's just been a touch expensive, 22 of first 3 overs. And
You mentioned about picking up wicket. Tamim Iqbal got the field as well as far as I'm concerned. Having mid-off and mid-on, up, mid-off, I think it's Tamim himself standing up, inviting Zadran to go over the top. Wicket-taking bowler, the one bowler for Bangladesh into the attack, just bowling his 4th over, given away 22 runs. But he's a bowler, in a ball or two, can change a game. But correctly so, Tamim Iqbal on the attack.
I think also tells you what he wants from Mustafizur Rahman. He's got loads and loads of experience, but once you set the field up, and especially the ones inside the circle, straight down the ground, at mid-off and mid-on that you're talking about, so you really cannot afford to bowl it fuller, not in the slot. The moment you do that, you're in trouble. So it's also having that kind of control to ensure that you don't bowl fuller. Just opening the face of the bat, that's too fine, is it? Yeah, it is, it's 4. Nicely played in the end.
Neatly played, and big effort by Taskin Ahmed at 3rd man. Saying that, I just foiled This is a perfect length by Mustafiz going across. Deliberately done by Zadran, just opening his face, making sure that it's going finer. Taskin Ahmed at the third man, which is very square. The right hand, probably the length will be a bit fuller, as we spoke about before, trying to get the batsman to turn, play against the turn and get that leading edge. But the left hand, the ball turning back in, probably that will be the length. So the yaw stump slapped away towards sweeper cover. Maybe Hassan does the fielding. Doing the right thing, Bangladesh, searching for figures. That's what we didn't see from Afghanistan in the previous game. Similar situations. They let the two batsmen who was in, Afif and Mehdi Hassan, to get themselves in and eventually lost the game. And this time, Tamim, using his experience, asking the batsman to go over the top, giving them the challenge, accept it.
Well, it's thrown in the bait for sure. Oh, trying to guide it away. Could have easily got his neck. He's missed that completely. But this is what Afghanistan would have hoped for. Getting into some sort of a momentum, positive momentum, in terms of trying to chase a big total. They need to win this one to stay alive in the series, a must-win situation. The bat hitting the ground.
Hope one of these two will get a big one, or Gurbaz yet to come, the man who's injured. They never say, never doubt, or never write off. Wide down the leg side, never write off a wounded soldier. That's Gurbaz today. We all know how destructive he can be on his day. And I just feel if Afghanistan to have any chance of coming any closer to this score, the two batsmen in the middle and Gurbaz got to play a special knock.
It is also how do they pace their innings. Yes, 48 of 52 for Najibullah Zadran, 45 of 64. Rahmat on strike. Rahmat going at strike rate of 70. But he has to step on the gas, and we'll have to wait and see when is the right time for them to decide. 7 in that over after 23. Afghanistan 116 for 3.
গুড লাক ব্ল্যাক ওপেনের টাংস্টান কার্বাইড টিপ ও বিশেষ কালিদায় পরিষ্কার ও দ্রুত লেখার প্রতিশ্রুতি। গুড লাক ব্ল্যাকো, না লিখে যাবে কোথায়?
ফাস্টেস্ট মানে বাংলা লিংক। উকলা স্পিড টেস্টে পরপর 4 বার আমরাই দেশের ফাস্টেস্ট মোবাইল নেটওয়ার্ক। থাকুন বাংলা লিংক ফাস্টেস্ট 4G তে।
Eugene Siddons, the batting consultant there, newly appointed. Ahmadul Hassan Joy. Rajan Saleh right at the top of the screen, the former international.
Good to see the former Bangladesh players also in the coaching staff, led by the cricket director Chacha. And Rajan Saleh in his day one of the best fielders. Jamie Siddons returning back to Bangladesh fold, and is covering from the umbrella. That's, I think, Rangana Herat, the Sri Lankan maestro, the legend, also sharing his experience, his coaching hat with the Bangladesh players. The first stint itself, Rangana Herat was involved against Australia, and we commented Atarbai. It was a 4-1. The spinners bowled so well. Good to see all the Bangladesh ex-national players getting in the system and helping these youngsters out.
Yeah, you spoke about Ramanullah Gurbaz. They still have Mohammad Nabi to bat. Don't forget that. He can play an important role, really important role with the bat. We know he can be an explosive one if the team do require him to score runs. He's already padded up. Nicely bowled, beats the bat.
Mohammad Nabi is someone that Afghanistan will be banking heavily. This time, Miraz going with the arm neatly taken by Mushikur, asking the question safely in. Rahmat Shah, required rate of 7.18, at least a boundary for over from here onwards.
Oh, you asked for it. And he's chipped that over the field, infield, and he picks up a boundary, and he picks up his 50 also. The very well made 50 from Rahmat Shah.
Hard-working half-century for Rahmat Shah, never easy, wickets falling around him. Had to hold his guard from his end, and the dugout appreciating his efforts. Long way to go.
It's all about taking calculated risk. He's taken one calculated risk where he picked up a boundary. And to single the finish the over. 7 in that over. Afghanistan 123 for 3.
খালামুনি কঠিন তেল চর্বি কিভাবে দূর করে শিখিয়ে দাও না, হোস্টেলে খুব কাজে লাগবে।
এই নে ভিম, এতে আছে 100 লেবুর শক্তি, যা তোর থালা বাসনের কঠিন তেল চর্বি দূর করবে।
ওয়াও, থ্যাংক ইউ খালামুনি।
এখন এরকম সিচুয়েশনে কি করবি? খালামুনির থেকে এটাও শিখে নে।
খালামুনি তুমি কিভাবে?
তুই কি ভেবেছিলি খালামুনি শুধু থালা বাসনই ধুতে পারে?
অনেক কিছু নতুন দেখতে পাবে যখন এগিয়ে যাবে থালা বাসন ছাড়িয়ে। ভিম, এগিয়ে যাও থালা বাসন ছাড়িয়ে।
123 for 3, and at that stage Bangladesh were 124 for 2. The terms have run neck and neck, just a wicket apart. Afghanistan have lost just one more. Bangladesh lost 2 at this stage after the end of the 24th over. So Afghanistan still in the game.
Definitely are they in the game. You see a bowling change from the Ispahani end. Taskin Ahmed bowled a magnificent first spell for 17 runs. 5 overs, comes back. And this man, Shakib Al Hasan, has created another record, which I'll speak to about the next delivery. Bowled him. The bells fell off. I heard something. Yes, it hits the stumps. Taskin Ahmed elated. Did not pick it. Mushfiqur Rahim saw it. And what a fantastic delivery to start to a new spell.
That's a beauty, isn't it? He just wants to go upstairs to make sure what really happened, but the Bangladesh team players are already celebrating.
Yes, it will go on a big screen. Show me the front foot first, please. It's a fair delivery. Move on to front on spin vision, please. Ball has hit the wicket and put the belts down. I am satisfied. I have a decision for you.
It was a beauty to break the partnership, just hitting the top of the stump or the off stump. Rahmat Shah goes after picking up his 50, 52 and 71. Afghanistan 1, 2, 3 for 4.
ইন্টারভিউ শুরু করা যাক। হোম মিনিস্ট্রি চালাই তো ফ্যাক্টরি কেন নয়?
ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজি যুক্ত নতুন ঋণ, যা আপনার আর আপনার কাপড়ে আনে নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা। পরিচয় পুরো দুনিয়ায়।
Just when things were looking good, in comes Mohammad Nabi. Speaking about him, was padded up, but he is in now 116, the best, 15 50s and 100 to his name. Decent strike rate. What a sight that is. But that was a beauty, wasn't it? Because he didn't realize that he has picked up a wicket here, Parvez.
Beautiful delivery. Held its line. Rahmat Shah playing down the wrong line. That's what we want from a fast bowler. Realized it pretty late. Elated. First ball, a new spell. Dream start for this young man. Putting the hard yards. Coming back after injury. Never easy for a fast bowler. Made it look with the intent. Hitting the deck hard. Hitting that beautiful length. The first delivery. Again, beautifully bowled. Remember, Nabi in the previous game was caught behind as well. Off Tuskin straight away. Tamim Iqbal having a first slip fielder, remembering those moments. Good captaincy.
Well, that's what you want to see when you go to, as a youngster, when you come across your coach. The first thing, if you're a seamer, the first thing he tells you is try to hit the top of the off stump. That was the prime example. It just clips the bail, and just a beautiful sight for a bowler.
You and I both know, have the pleasure of hitting that off stump just outside the off stump, isn't it?
Change of angles for bowl. Now a different role for him, because this partnership was looking good, which has been recently broken by Taskin Ahmed. He has to shoulder a lot more responsibility of Najibullah Zadran, and they also need to keep a closer eye on the required run rate. I mentioned about he's gone above 7 runs in an over, and he's played a very good role with the bat. His strike rate is above 90, 49 of 54. So he'll be eyeing to pick up a 50, if not 100 on 49. Again well bowled.
Back of the length, hitting the bat hard. Good seam position, coming round the wicket as you mentioned, Athar. Getting the angle, not giving anything away, just outside the off stump. Anything square of the wicket, Zadran is very powerful. In that 49 of 55 delivery, strike rate of almost 90 with 7 boundaries. He's been in good form in the previous game too. Was a save for Afghanistan, beg your pardon.
Again, cannot find the gap. I think it's important for him also to realize that since he's just lost his partner, Rahmat Shah, he doesn't want to take any more chances now. You just want to settle things around. You don't want to lose back-to-back wickets, which just creates more pressure. Shoriful Islam stretching out. Turning out to be a very good over. Wicket of the very first delivery, and it's just given away a single after that. He picks up a single, he picks up his 50. So back-to-back 50s for Najibullah Zadran. And a very well-made one. An excellent knock, and he needs to continue and bat deeper. 125 for 4.
মিষ্টি আমের মোজায় লাইফ হোক ফ্রুটোময়।
দেয়ালটা পাকা করবো, তাই বিকাশ অ্যাপ দিয়ে আইডিএলসিতে টাকা জমাইতেছি নিরাপদে।
Required run rate's it's gone over 7, still manageable. It's just the pressure that comes with this sort of situation. 182 required off 150. As much as you would love a massive cameo from another player, you would probably think these two need to take it as deep as possible, and every single run moving on to be at a runner ball or better. Gulbaz, I think, is not too far away from being eligible to bat next. And also at the fall of the next wicket, he is also eligible to come in and bat. And he's devastating and powerful. Hello, good evening, Maza.
Good evening, Eddie. Halfway through the innings, Afghanistan 126 for 4. The required run rate jumped to 7.34. Once again, Bangladeshi bowlers are focusing more on bowling dot balls, creating that pressure.
The intensity now has to go up at least 20%. Not finding the boundaries, your intention of getting in between the blocks, between the stumps, looking for that extra run is very, very important. These are two very powerful players. Nabi, when he gets in, he can clear most boundaries. And the other side of it, I've been saying this since the beginning of the day's play, that shorter part of the ground could come into play if the game goes deep. Because you can get anything in that direction, Maza.
Indeed, but Mejasan Miraj not allowing anything. The batsman to use that short space. 129 for 4.
আপনার চুল কখন সবচেয়ে বেশি ঘন ছিল?
যখন চুল পড়া শুরু হয়নি।
চুল পড়া চুলের ড্যামেজের লক্ষণ। ট্রাই ডাভ হেয়ার ফল রেস্কিউ। এই নিউট্রিলক্স সিরাম আর 1/4 ময়েশ্চারাইজিং মিল্ক চুলের ভেতর থেকে পুষ্টি যোগায়, চুল পড়া কমায় 98% পর্যন্ত। আনবিটেবল হেয়ার ফল প্রোটেকশনের জন্য ডাভ হেয়ার ফল রেস্কিউ।
Lights are starting to take full effect. As the sun sets this part of the world, and Dr. Grum, natural light will dissipate, and then we'll have full effect of the artificial light. Also, when the lights do come on, the other day it seemed as if batting became quite easy.
Right, and the ball comes onto the bat quite easily under the lights, and the batsman enjoys batting in this sort of situation. Good to see there is a slip fielder for Taskin Ahmed. Wideish first slip there. There's a point cover and mid-off up at the circle. A very good field setup as well, trying to put some extra pressure to the new batsman Mohammad Nabi.
Yeah, just there, just getting a bit stuck. That should be rotated for a single at least. 50 runs for Najibullah Zadran.
He looked really good on the other day and today as well. Still held the key for Afghanistan chasing this big total. Played all across the ground. Had a bit of luck as well. He needs to play a longer knock today. He needs to play till the end.
Down the leg side, was there some bat involved there? It was a diving effort by Mushfiqur Rahim. There was no bat, the umpire says. It was leg buys.
Once again, drifting down to the leg side. Mushfiqur Rahim tried his best. It was always going away from his left side. Tried his best. Got a fingertip there. A bit of clubs on it. Must have hurt himself as well. It's not easy as a wicket keeper getting those blows.
Right from the tip of the fingers. Now that sort of final third up and towards the nail, the fingernail, or the front of the fingernail. That's where it hurts, when it hits the tip of those. It is sore. Wicket keepers, they seem to sometimes adjust to it, but there he seems to have struggled a little bit with that last blow. And they get hardened over the years, blow after blow. Sometimes it just, the fingers become a lot more used to these types of blows. Here's another example of a good piece of timing and a good looking shot for nothing.
Looking for those gaps. Mohammad Nabi already played 9 balls, scored 3. Required run rate now creeping over 7.5.
In terms of comparisons, I want to compare where the game is and where everybody is sort of staged at this particular point. Isn't that picturesque? Isn't that beautiful? Here's the comparison. Bangladesh were 142 for 2. Afghanistan 134 for 4. So there isn't a lot in it, Maza. What a wonderful background that is. Pictures coming courtesy of our drone. A phenomenal job. Don't want to take a run to him. He's dangerous. Oh, there could be spares, yeah. And 2 extra runs. After 27, 136 for 4.
যেমন ঝড়ঝড়ে তেমনই সুগন্ধ আর স্বাদ বাহ তাই আমাদের সবারই আস্থা চাষি সুগন্ধি চিনি গুঁড়া চাল
সুন্দর কুসুম চেয়ার কিনবো তাই বিকাশ অ্যাপ দিয়া আইডিএলসি তে টাকা জমাইতাছি নিরাপদে
Another day comes to an end here in the port city of Chattogram. There's just a little equation at the bottom third. 171 required of 138. Who's going to come out on the top of this one? We saw an absolute wonderful game the other day. The other night when 2 young men went against total adversity and flipped the game in the favor of Bangladesh. Will it be the stalwarts today of Afghanistan?
Oh, that's spun in sharply. Yeah, why not, Eddie? Both the players are capable, and it's important they take the game deep, as much Afif and Mediasan Miraj did on the other day. That turn in sharply will really keep the batsman guessing. Bit of struggling there by Mohammad Nabi. Again, another dot ball, so pressure's creeping up.
He wants to get a tempo to his innings, just to get a few through the gaps, try and manipulate the gaps through the offside and the leg side. On 3 occasions, he's found the fielder time and time again. Plays the slog sweep through the leg side. It goes square of the wicket and will pick up 4. So that's the pressure releasing shot for Mohammad Nabi.
He picked up the spot really well. The fielder at short square leg was inside the circle. Put that heavy bat onto it. He's a powerful lad indeed. Needs to rotate the strike as well along with this boundary. That will keep him going.
A very good option, I think, from Mohammad Nabi, because he was becoming a bit stuck at the crease, and now they put a man back there. To plug that particular gap. Again, what a, how the visuals. The drone looks so good, a bit of an appeal. They come a long way down and probably sliding down. End of the over, 140 for 4.
কিছু সম্পর্কে মিষ্টি ম্যাজিক বলিয়ে দেয় দূরত্বের লেয়ার, ঠিক যেমন দুধ আর চকলেটে একাকার হয়ে ওঠা ব্রাউন লেয়ার। সম্পর্কের মিষ্টি ম্যাজিক।
What a drink!
স্যার এটা ড্রিঙ্কও, নাটা জেলি আর পানীয়র অসম কম্বিনেশন। এটা চাবান পানীয়, নট জাস্ট আ ড্রিঙ্ক।
ড্রিঙ্কো চাবান পানীয়।
Amazing how pictures can be transformed into looking in from various angles, various dimensions, and that one is straight from the top, looking right down. Gone! Outside edge! This is a fantastic delivery by Tasking Ahmed. He trusts his ability, pace, bounce, gets the outside edge, and more importantly, gets a man that's set.
The big wicket for Bangladesh. Taskin Ahmed. Nothing, anything to the batsman. No room at all. He tried to cut loose at the last moment. He changed his decision and tried to guide that towards the third man. And Taskin Ahmed all over the ground, enjoying himself. Why not? What a sight for a fast bowler. Bangladesh picked up the big wicket of Nazibullah Zadran after scoring 54, 140 for 5.
নতুন ক্লোজ আপ ট্রিপল ফ্রেশ ফর্মুলার সাথে, যা মুখের কোনায় কোনায় পরিষ্কার করে, জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা দেয়, প্রায় সতেজ নিঃশ্বাস 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত। ক্লোজ আপ 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত সতেজ নিঃশ্বাস।
Stunning sight. Gulbaz, he's 20. He comes in, he's got 200s with that strike rate, 92. Coming in way down the order because of an injury. Makes his way out when things are becoming even harder and harder for Afghanistan. That's a good piece of bowling by Tasking Ahmed. You just look at the feet and the body. As you say, maybe trying to guide it down to third man, but he looks like he also got quite stuck right off the face of the bat. Overjoyed as the fast bowler.
He's charged up. Taskin Ahmed, why not? Bowled well on the other day. Already bowled 7.2 overs, just gave away 22 runs and picked up 2 wickets. And the last wicket was very important from Bangladesh's point of view. Nazibullah Zadran was looking very dangerous. Batsman cramping for room. Just followed the left-hander and taking that outside edge. Slip there for Rahmanullah Gurbaz.
Yeah, nice little bit of movement, nice fullish length. Feet don't move. Just dangles the bat out there to dry. A bit of a nothing shot again by Gurbaz this year. The feet moving nowhere, just the hands.
Not easy for someone like Gurbaz, who bats up at the order, open the innings, who likes to hit the ball hard, and the situation now is different. Side requires a lot of maturity and assurance at the middle. They can't afford to lose another wicket from here on. Probably this is the last recognized pair for Afghanistan.
Tuskin's bowled well. I think he's shown a lot of the seamers how to actually bowl on this surface and about hitting the surface and getting any little bit out of it, Maza.
He maintained a very good line and length as well. Bowled at a very good pace and making sure he doesn't give anything to the batsman. Focusing on the consistency, as he mentioned previously, and at the same time not looking for the outcome and just doing the process right.
I like the first one where he's targeting the stumps and it just kisses the bails. Then the next one where he's hitting the pitch, giving no room to the batter, and a set man nicking it through to the keeper. Illuminated is the Ahmed Chowdhury Stadium. Bani ODI series powered by Walton. Just to the top left of your screen, there's the ocean. A wicket maiden for Taskim Ahmed. After 29, 140 for 5.
Saudi Extreme. Enjoy smooth speed.
সুন্দর কুসুম চেয়ার কিনবো, তাই বিকাশ অ্যাপ দিয়া আইডিএলসিতে টাকা জমাইতাছি নিরাপদে।
Two set men, 52-54. Ramid Shah and Najmullah Zadran, they're gone. And Bangladesh are just chipping away ever so slowly at that batting lineup. Rashid Khan, he's got his pads on. He looks like he'll be the next man in. Saqib Al Hasan, he's got 5 under his belt. He's already picked up 1. 2 right-handers at the crease, so Tamim Iqbal's turn to his left-arm spinner. I think when Saqib Al Hasan decides to hang up his boots, whenever that is, he's going to go down as one of the greats in all 3 formats, and he just continues to tick boxes. Here we go. Most wickets at home in ODIs is in at number 3. Sean Pollock, Brett Lee, and then Saqib Al Hasan. I mean, for him to even trump Mattaya Murugaran in Sri Lanka. Doing well, isn't he, Mata? Nice looking shot. It's fine enough, and he'll pick up 4. Gulbaz is off the mark with the boundary.
Came up with a positive approach. Gulbaz there got into the position really well. A powerful lad indeed, and just gone past the field at short fine leg. Was always going for a boundary. Undoubtedly, Saqib Al Hasan has been a terrific player for Bangladesh. Again, the armour there.